Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear friends, in my previous vlog, I introduced you the Mangla. Mangla is a beautiful and historical place. Now, I shall describe with the leftover history of the Mangla. First of all, I tell you about the displacement and resettlement of the Mangla Dam. Displacement and resettlement. The government of Pakistan had agreed to pay royalties to the government of AJK Azad Jammu and Kashmir. For the use of the water and electricity generated by the dam. Over 280 villages and the towns of Mirpur and Tudial were submerged and over 110,000 people were displaced from the area. As a result of the dam being built, some of those affected by the dam were given work permits for Britain by the government of Pakistan. And a result in many cities in the UK, the majority of the Pakistani community originates from the Dudyal Mirpur area of Kashmir. There are 747,000 Mirpuris in the United Kingdom, and the British Mirpuri community forms about 70% of the British Pakistani community. The percentage is greater in northern cities and towns. In Bradford, an industrial town in northwest England, it is estimated that roughly 3/4 of the population is from Mirpur, with a sizable population also in Brigham. At the time, many took up work in the textile and steel mills due to the acute shortage of workers in England. Operation Mangla Dam. Operation. The project was designed primarily to increase the amount of water that could be used for irrigation from the flow of the Jhelum and its tributaries. Its secondary function was to generate electrical power from the irrigation releases at the artificial head of the reservoirs. The project, though not initially designed as one, also worked as a flood control structure by retaining water during the flood prone season of monsoon. On 5 December 1971, the dam was damaged due to a bombing raid conducted by the Indian Air Force during the Indo-Pakistani War of 1971. This was against the international convention that large water reservoirs would not be targeted in war. As a consequence, the hydro project was temporarily out of service. From the data available in 2009, the project had generated 183.50 551 billion units of low-cost hydro energy since its commissioning. The annual generation during 2008-2009 was 4,797.425 million kilowatt hours, while the station shared a peak load of 1,150 megawatt, which was 8.18% of the total water system peak. On 1st September 2013, the water level in Mangla Dam reached a record height of 1,237.15 feet against the maximum conservation level of 1,242 feet. Radio Pakistan reported that the water level in Mangla Dam has attained the maximum height of 1,237.15 feet in the history, and it is still increasing the level. Operation Mangla Dam. Mangla Dam raising project. Mangla reservoirs had an initial reservoirs capacity of 7.25 billion cubic meter, 5.88 million acre feet, which reduced to 5.77 billion, 4.674 million acre feet in 2005 due to the sedimentation, and was likely to reduce further to counteract To counteract this phenomena, the Mangla Dam raising project was started in 2004 and the main dam spillway and its allied works were completed in 2009 at a cost of Rs 101.384 billion. This project effectively raised the dam height by 30 feet to 482 feet 147 meter, thereby raising the maximum water conservation level from 1202 feet to 142 feet. This increased the dam storage capacity from 5.52 to 9.12 billion M3. Operation Mangla Dam. Besides, it is expected that after raising the height of the Mangla Dam by 30 feet, the powerhouse will generate 12% additional energy per year, which will increase its installed capacity from 1000 megawatt to 1120 megawatt. The Mangla Dam raising project, however, has affected more than 40,000 people living in the vicinity of the dam. The total cost of compensation and resettlement was rupees 70 billion. The resettlement project includes the construction of new Mirpur city, 4 satellite towns, Islamgarh, Chakswari, Tudial, Siag were also with all civic amenities. The Mirpur bypass and 2 bridges across river Jhelum and Bang Canal respectively. Mangla Dam, a view of the place. Mangla Powerhouse. Mangla Powerhouse expansion project. Ambassador Olison with Bobda chairman. Pledging US aid support. The dam was expanded in the era of Pervez Musharraf, but it did not enhance the capacity of electric generation except increasing the level of water in the dam. In November 2012, United States announced a great grant of $150 million for the expansion of the Mangla Dam powerhouse. Under the project, $400 million would be spent on the Mangla Dam powerhouse, which is established to provide additional production for the next 40 years. The project, when complete, will increase the power generation capacity of the Mangla Dam to 1310 megawatt from the existing 1000 megawatt capacity. WAPTA successfully commissioned two refurbished generating units of the Mangla Hydel Power Station on May 23, 2022, increasing their capacity from 200 megawatt to 270 megawatt. History of the Mangla Fort. Mangla Fort and its historical connection. The Mangla was built in Hadi in Stakmirpur. Old name of Hadi was Kari. At this time, war was fought between Raja Porus and Sikandar-e-Azam in 326. Raja Porus was killed in the war, and his daughter Mangla made her residence on last hill of Shivakil mountain range in Khati, and became famous as Mangla Devi. Later on, this place became famous as Mangla Fort. Chonigam wrote in his book Archaeological Survey of India, the Mangla was the ancient capital within the area known to the Greeks as Abhisara. He also quotes from the Hutchison History of the Punjab States to prove that a chief prince founded a state of Karyali with its capital at Mangla Fort in 1400. The fort walls of the polygons are at different angles, and the polygons are not in the same term. But there is no projection in the exterior walls of the fort. Which defines the character of the forts. Fortress as composition of the flat walls. The decorative elements used in the fort are arches and the roundness at the top of the wall. repeated throughout at the top edge of the walls. The Mangla Dam was inaugurated on 23 November 1967 by the President General Ayub Khan and was participated high authorities of Wapida, MDC and people of AJK. Introduction. The Shivalik means thousands mountain. These mountains extend from Shimla to Jammu. Then a Bimber and last mountain is Mangla Fort mountain in Hadi. These mountains lie in the lap of Great Himalayas. Toward west side of the Mangla Fort runs River Jhelum, which separates Kashmir from Punjab province. The different names of River Jhelum were in use. Vetista in Sanskrit, Ved in Kashmiri, Hydro space in Greek village, namely Mai Mangla, was settled on the side of River Jhelum west of the fort. But this village got destroyed during the construction of Mangla Dam. This fort was surrounded by River Jhelum on northwest side and some portion of north side. There was only one way towards east south of the fort, to go upwards to the gate, which was the only door of entrance to the fort. After entering the gate, there was a big room of two-story buildings. Through this room, people were entering into the Mangla fort. Around 4 corners of the fort, there was a long fence of variable heights. As some regions it was 4 feet high, which at other places it was 16 feet high. Its width was 10 feet between towards bottom side and 4 feet towards top side. Historical connection. Mangla is connected to the human lives and known religiously. The acceptance and the importance of the region is associated with the time honored stories. The figure The acceptance and the importance of the region is associated with the time honored stories. The figures of the characters and stories were very significant according to that time, but still have their importance and connection to the lives of current people. Devi Mangla name is mentioned in famous religious book called Mahabharata of Hindu religion, which is there one of the incident book with in BC area. Mahabharata, written in Sanskrit, and its Persian version was written by Abdul Fazl. Also, Mangla Devi is mentioned in Kitab al Hind, written by Al Biruni, who was a famous historical. Mangla Devi is mentioned in Kitab al Hind, written by Al Biruni, who is a famous historian, mathematician, and accompanied Sultan Mahmud Ghaznavi during attack in 120 on Kashmir. During his travel, Al Biruni had seen Mangla Devi's statue in Mangla Fort. The writer of Tazakir Jhelum has described Mangla Devi as the daughter of Raja Porus. Mangla was a beautiful, great, kind, and moral lady. When Raja Porus was murdered after the war of great king Sikandar, Mangla made her residence on this mountain and become Saint or Jagar. Become Saint and Jogan. She was a moral lady and was describing her ancestors by she was a moral lady and was describing her ancestors by singing beautiful song. People came to see her get blessed from very far places and listen her beautiful songs. Thousands of her fans became saints. Kings from very far places came to see her and get blessed. Gradually, she became a great saint, and Tuesday in World Mangal Day was celebrated selected for her darshan. So people came to her on Tuesday, Mangal, hence are in Mangla Fort. There was a temple called Shivling. In this temple there was the statue of Shiv. The statue was made from 4 feet wide and 2 feet thick stone. Shiv was a huge Hindu god also named as Mahadev. His pen is fitted on a big, about 13-inch thick and 1 feet long, as in the four corners of the temple there were four statues of Shiv's wives. In the middle there was Shivling. In the middle there was Shivling. The statue of four wives of Shivling were carrying Ganga water filled vessels on their heads. This water disappeared and on the great the statues of four wives of Shiv were carrying Ganga water filled vessels on their heads. This water disappeared on floor. Ganpat a saint, was the caretaker of Shivling. A festival of 3 days was celebrated here, and needy persons, Hindus, were coming for darshan of Shiv and Shivling. Those women who did not bear children were often coming here on Sundays to quench their aim. Unmarried women were praying to Shivling one full night. Importance of Mangla Fort. Ancient name of the village of Mangla is called village of Mai Mangla, located in Mirpur, Azad Kashmir. The significance of village is visible and recognizable. Prior to 1947, Mangla was known by the name of Mangla Fort. Village of Mother Mangla, Mai Mangla village, which was situated on the right side of Jhelum, and there was abundance of Arai families in this village. Landford Hi. Prior to 1947, Mangla was known by the name of Mangla Fort, village of Mother Mangla, which was situated on the right side of Jhelum, and there was abundance of Arai family in this village. Landlord Khadi called Shanti Devi was also resident of this village, but left to India in 1947. The importance of Mangla is due to Mangla had works constructed on Jhelum River, Upper Jhelum, that connects Kashmir with Punjab. There is a beautiful rest house near Mangla Head work. The rest house building is beautiful and strong. The building is surrounded by beautiful gardens of different types, colorful flowers and herbs. There was a railway track from Sarik Alamgir to Mangla Headworks. After 1956, this track was closed. History of Kila Ramkot. Kila Ramkot history. The fort was built by a Gakhar named Sultan Sarang Khan Gakhar in 16th century. Sayyid Aziz Badshah, a well-known politician of Dudyal, associated with Kanwara Sharif, rescues the fort from the Sikhs with heavy weapons and named it Aziz Court. Here are some pictures of the beautiful and the historical place Mangla Kila Ramkot. History Mangla Fort. Importance of Mangla Fort. Ancient name of the village of Mangla is called Village of Mai Mangla, located in Mirpur, Azad Kashmir. The significance of village is visible and recognizable. Prior to 1947, Mangla was known by the name of Mangla Fort, village of Mother Mangla. Which was situated on the right side of Jhelum, and there was abundance of Rai families in this village. Landlord Hadi called Shanti Devi was also resident of this village but left to India in 1947. The importance of Mangla is due to Mangla headworks constructed on Jhelum River, Upper Jhelum, that connects Kashmir with Punjab. There is a beautiful rest house near Mangla headwork. The rest house building is beautiful and strong. The building is surrounded by beautiful gardens of different types, colorful flowers and herbs. There was a railway track from Sarai Alamgir to Mangla headworks. After 1956, this track was closed. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching my video. Please like and subscribe so that my all incoming videos will be available to you. Thank you very much for watching my video.